Hello everyone and welcome to another CDA live setup session with me Tariq Adam and Sai as the engineer. Today we're doing the Merc GT3 EVO on Monza. Let's get into it. Yeah.
Cool. So I'll just start off with a few laps with one of our old baselines and lower wing, just to see what the car can do.
Yep.
So our lap time before was 148.7.
Okay.
Top speed was 269.
Still feels like it's bottoming out a bit there. 1 inch.
Yeah, might have to go with a slightly different approach to Zolder in that case. Because in Zolder, basically we made it so that it can hop the curb safely, but I think
Yeah.
Ascari is just a bit too fast to do that. Like, it'll destabilize if you hop it entirely. You need to just make it roll over it.
I think that'll maybe a little bit more rear range as well. A bit slidey on the rear.
Yep. And you said the front you're feeling it bottoming out, right?
Yeah. And a little bit of understeer like in the chicanes.
I see. Okay. I see.
Like T1, T3.
Just checking your top speed here. Yep, 269. And that rear, is it a traction issue? Is that why you're saying you want bump stop pinch?
Yeah, a little bit in the middle of Ascari.
Middle of a car, okay. I'll just have a look this time.
little bit of mid going on this there as well. And there's
Yep.
full throttle. Just not super planted though.
Yeah, off throttle understeer, and we need a bit more traction on the rear, so definitely want to drop the diff a little bit, at least for that mid corner, get a bit soft on the curbs.
Yeah.
We'll also do some
Okay.
bump stop changes and raise the front ride height. And if you're not finding too much instability in the high speed, we can literally start testing even lower wing, because
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see.
The rear might also be a bit too stiff for this.
Yeah, the wheel rate, right?
Yeah.
I can see that. Let's drop the rear wheel rate one click.
Yeah.
Means it's going to hit the bump stop a lot quicker, so it definitely anyways increase the range to increase it by 6, I guess, to
Yeah.
start with.
Yeah.
And then looking at, I think arbs are quite soft right now. S2 front ride height 2 clicks off, and yeah,
Yeah.
S2 just this alone, and then we'll change the arrow next.
Okay.
So
Probably just
it's
gonna
gonna
be crazy
rotate.
understeer. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna understeer for sure on throttle, but what I think we need to focus on with these changes is how it feels on Ascari on the bumps, and also Lesmo, just to see if it can rotate on both Lesmos or throttle.
Do you have a reference speed on the sides for the other cars?
Let me see which ones I have. Yep.
Sorry, no, I'll quick go on this road.
Yep. I think from what I can remember in the last few updates we've done, the top speed has not really changed for the cars, like it, in terms of just the raw speed, at least in 1.8. So I'll see if I have some old files.
We didn't lower the diff, right?
We lowered it one click, right?
I didn't, I forgot.
Oh, you did it? Okay, yeah. See the Bentley 270.
Or what?
Bentley.
Bentley.
Good. Let me see if we have a reference for. See what else I have.
Yeah, so we need to go faster on the side if the Bentley's doing that.
Let me check something like the Lexus, because I'll have good straight line speed. Yeah, I think I remember why we ran higher wing last time was because it was not. We've been able to get it stable on the curbs with the previous. It's the way the suspension was before. I think that's why we were running slightly higher rear wing. So it definitely dropped that now.
Yeah, I just think the aero needs to be tweaked now. He was feeling a bit too high in entry. Yeah.
We have downloaded the Lexus and the Audi also. Let's check those. Audi 271.9, 272.
Yeah, so he's
Lexus
slower than that.
273. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wing should help.
Say about on two.
What did you see about the entry, the rear? You said something?
No, it's just unstable. It's
Unstable.
just too
Okay.
high, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, that's the soft rear springs lifting quickly when we get off. Um, okay, let's drop the rear wing 2 more clicks and go up on the front spring 1 click.
Okay. No idea about that. Yeah.
How was the on throttle rotation? We're getting on this here.
It was a bit better. This weird, but it's not that bad.
Okay, so you're still getting some. Okay. Uh, okay, in that case, let's go back to the old front spring. Uh, I'm just thinking. How did Ascari feel?
It is fine. It's fine.
Okay. Okay, in that
The
case,
front's a little bit bottoming there. I
yeah.
think.
Okay. So we go up on the front spring then 1 click from what we had, and I wouldn't change the rear ride height yet. We'll just see what this does. So wing and front spring alone,
Okay.
and diff if you haven't already changed to 50.
It is too high.
Yep.
Definitely gotten on that dot, I think.
Okay. See what the balance changes.
I would recommend like 6 or 5 on.
We try 71
Okay.
because that would give the same balance as before.
Yeah. Feels quite understeery.
Yep.
But it's out of slow speed exit, so there's a bit not enough traction.
Okay. Yep.
Every time I get on that curve, it just starts.
How is the entry stability into corner?
It's fine. Stability is good, just understeer on the front.
Okay.
And we're still down on the straight.
Understeer on throttle and slow speed traction issues, right?
Understeer everywhere, entry, mid.
Okay. Now you
It's
said the slow
fine.
speed. You have a traction problem with slow speed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna test 60 and see if it's better.
Okay. I definitely wouldn't go any lower on the rear right side.
We could just test lowering and see. If you want, I don't know.
Um, I would go. I would definitely one click we could. Um, so one is still play around with the diff and the rear spring. I don't think those are in a good window yet.
Yeah.
Fronts are subject to it's based on what you feel on Ascari right now.
Also, do you think the front outlets too high? Closing the understeer?
Yep.
I remember it's older, it's very sensitive.
Yeah. Definitely go back one click on that. How does it feel over the curves in Ascari, the front end?
It's okay.
Okay.
Better than before.
And the rear isn't doing anything funny anymore on the curb.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. Yeah, general understeer, not enough response into corners, rather not enough
Yeah.
turn into corners. Yeah. Try to get this thing to rotate then. Okay, one click down on the front ride height, one click down on the rear wing, and say two clicks down on the diff.
Okay. Not getting anything this way.
Could be a BOP thing then, or rather like the inbuilt engine BOP for the track.
Yeah.
I think we'll forget about the straights for the time being, just see if it's helping you gain in the corners. With the turn in rotation, the entry rotation.
The front is still lacking response.
Okay.
And if the wing's not really making a difference in speed, we should probably then just stop. If it's the same as the previous run in top speed.
Okay. So did you feel it? Did you find it more comfortable in the previous one?
Similar, but just
Similar.
in braking.
You're able to brake later with the old one, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. Okay, so let's reroute the old one. Uh,
I think just one up on the wing will be the right spot for this.
yeah, one up on the wing on this. So I wouldn't
Yeah,
change anything else. Not the don't change the ride height or the diff.
yeah, yeah.
Front end response
I almost feel like we have too much range.
on the front. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, yeah, it's a possibility. It's rolling too much as you come
yeah,
in.
and then yeah,
To a point where you're no longer gaining anything from the pitch. The problem is if it's good on Ascari now, we'll need to be quite cautious with changes. So let's do let's just do 4 down on the front bump stop range.
mhm,
I would literally just do that alone and see what it does. And I'll just check the data while you test that.
okay.
Yep.
No?
Looks responsive in slow speed through
Uh,
the chicane.
bit better, yeah. I think it's just missing the one wheel right click. To give it that more over that it's missing.
Uh, yeah, it also depends on the curves. How does it feel in Ascari? Is there any difference at all?
It's decent, yeah.
So the front bump stop range didn't make any change there?
I think I made it a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah. I would actually maybe try like one or two more now. If you want to try the wheel right before.
A bit more in the front range, yeah, I was thinking. So from the old data run or the one before changing the front bump stop range, you're hardly hitting it at all. Maybe a little bit through Lesmo and few dots on Ascari. So maybe on this bump stop range, let's go down 4 more clicks. Take quite a big step. Uh, and again, let's just test this alone. Let's do like one change at a time.
Yeah, it's just under there now.
Okay, so hitting it too much there. Let's just see Ascari.
Oh, you've gone very soft. Can you?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, a bit better.
Yep.
Yes, it's just not turning in.
Yeah, yeah. So it's just clipping it too much now. Uh, okay. So let's go 4 clicks back up on the front range from to the previous step. We'll keep it there. Um, what else did you say you need for that? You needed more mid corner rotation or exit?
Uh, entry mid.
It's entry mid. Okay.
I was
Uh,
thinking like what something we've done before. One click lower both front mirror off.
on the arm. Um, what I'm thinking is it's rolling way too much now, and given the arrows front biased, if we soften the front arm anymore, it's just going to destabilize that. Uh, is uh, is it washing out when you're giving too much steering or when you're going way too fast through the corner? Were you able to tell?
No, it just doesn't turn enough on entry.
It doesn't have enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, would try actually one click up on the. Okay, okay, yeah. Let's try that. Let's try softer arm. Let's do one down front, one down rear. Um, because now I think about it, even though it destabilizes aero, it'll at least make the front more compliant. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's try that.
Okay.
If the aero is getting washed out a bit, could try to stabilize that with springs.
Are you happy with dampers on that? Oh,
Yeah, dampers look good. I just checked. I wouldn't change anything unless we've reached the point where it's the only logical thing to change. Still a few more things we can try before touching those. If anything, maybe the rear fast damping is a bit unbalanced. Would be one thing to change. Right now, rears are not giving any problems over the curbs, right?
I haven't noticed no LC nozzle.
Okay.
Check.
Just understeering again. You can see that.
No, I just got the line wrong, but it actually feels better.
Okay.
A little bit unstable on entries,
I saw
but
that.
everywhere
Yeah,
else is
that's more
better.
one.
Yeah. They can fix that
Uh,
with brake bias or anything.
yeah. Uh, Maybe have one more go and try to see what's happening on throttle on the exits. Because I would really like to stiffen up the rear spring a little bit if possible.
Oh, we can just try it now then.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Let's do one click up on the rear spring.
Is there any rear range activation? Because it feels on exits that it's still sliding.
Oh, there's a lot of rear range activation. It's almost all. It's always
And then,
activated.
then I think
Yeah,
we should go up
because
on
we're
it.
running really low on that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
We could maybe double it and see.
yeah. Although if we go up on the spring, we wouldn't really need to change much, but we can still do it. Let's go one up on the rear spring and then yeah, double the rear range.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely going to hit it a lot less. And again, the stiffer rear spring just so doesn't lip as much into the corners.
Yeah.
What I think is if this feels good on chicanes and exit, then we can tweak the dampers for any more stability on the rear because Obviously, dampers will control how quickly the car settles, while spring just determines how much it moves. So if we get the pitch right, then we anyways have some changes left to be done on rear dampers. Let's just see how it feels on the curbs in Ascari. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad through that.
Yeah, so a little bit of mid corner under here.
Okay. Yep. Is it before you get on throttle or when you get on throttle?
Before.
Okay.
Yeah, the DA is just sliding through there. I don't know if the range is
There's a,
activating or not.
yep. I'll need to check it with the. I mean, I'll check the data. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, the DA is just
Again.
not stable.
Okay. So starting to slide and snap even before you hit the apex in the middle of a scoring.
Yeah, middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's before the apex, yeah? Or on the curb.
Uh, at the curve, yeah,
At the curb.
in the
Okay.
middle.
Although that particular lap won't show because you didn't
Yeah,
complete it.
and
But
yeah,
I'll check it on the out lap and on the previous lap.
but it's feeling better. Just needs a. I think
Yep.
maybe we went a little bit too down on the range on the front. Maybe
That's what
like
I was
one or
thinking
two
too.
clicks.
Is it's now it's just pitching too much right into it. Or no, sorry, the other way around. It's activating too much. We
Yeah,
need to go up a bit on the range. Let me just find the file. Where's the file? See. There we go. Got it. Yep. Uh, Front range is activating continually through the lap. I would say a little bit through Curva Grande, definitely through the Lesmos whenever you clip the inside curb, and then Ascari. Yeah, rears it's just still completely riding the bump stop. So to make it less slippery, let's first increase the rear range.
double it again.
Yeah, double it again. That's right. For the first time in a while, we're running quite high rear bump stop range for the Merc.
Yeah,
It's the unique challenge of Monza. Then the front range. Again, it's washing. I can see it's activating at actuating rather at at the Lesmo apexes, and you said that's where you're getting the understeer, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yep. So we have two options. We can either increase it again, but you'll again have the issue of it rolling too much, or we could just soften the front bump stop rate, make that impact a little softer.
yeah. Okay, you see that?
Let's drop the front rate, bump stop rate, 3 clicks.
Okay.
And while we're at it, we'll just tweak that rear fast damping.
You wanna go stiffer?
Trying to find it. Yeah, we need to go down on the. Let me just think for a sec. So more rear bump stop range means it's not going to actuate as quickly. So it's going to be hitting it. Yeah, we just need to go down on the rear fast bump. Would say rear fast bump 1 click down. Actually, no, rear fast bump 2 clicks down.
Yeah.
And rear normal bump 1 click up.
Okay. So, are you happy with temperatures?
Yeah, let me check. Brake temps are good. Tire temps are also good. I wouldn't change anything.
Okay.
See, right side tires are a bit colder, but we can't do much about that right now. Both are around 80, 85. Fronts are at 90, which is good. But definitely not as bad as other cars. Some cars, the outer, the left tires get extremely hot around here.
Yeah. Not too bad. It felt better.
Yeah, that's good to see.
So you're able to check our speed difference from the start of the session to now. When you're on the higher wing.
It's negligible from what I can see. Still around the same as before, 269, 270 tops.
And we could probably, if there is any anti-stability issues, probably fix it, right?
Yeah. Let's see. I think what noticed is we definitely don't want to change the front too much because we've seen how sensitive the bump stop is, and usually for this track we have more issues with understeer than oversteer. So if we have any engine stability problems, then I would fix it with either the diff or the rear toe, like we did at Zolder yesterday. But if the fronts feel good right now, I wouldn't want to change it too much. It really depends on what you feel through Ascari. Because if we add wing, then we'll have to change the front a bit, or change the rear a lot to compensate for the extra downforce.
A tiny little bit of understeer still.
Okay.
Not 100%. Yeah, this one's just not just sliding on entry.
We might have gone too much on the diff, to be honest. That even though it's low enough to rotate it, I can see that when you're entering the corner, you're having some rear stability issues as well, right?
Yeah.
Then once it stabilizes, the front washes out.
Yeah.
So it's clearly the front doesn't have enough grip for the speed you're going at, but that's like a standard speed. I would suggest the front just needs a bit more grip from aero. My idea is go up on the rear ride height, but also go up on the diff.
Okay.
It also depends on how good your traction is currently on the curbs.
Smooth corner exit understeer.
Yeah, that severe understeer is definitely the low diff. There's no doubt about that. Although potentially we could solve it with just the diff. We can see. I was just about to ask how the curbs feel.
That's just all the line.
Yeah. Rear. I can't see any issues on the curbs. You're feeling anything
No, it's fine.
when you get over? It's
Just
fine, right?
get the line out. Yeah.
Awesome. So I guess the damper change is also fine.
You want to go up on the rear right, I'd say one.
I actually want to just see if we can isolate the problems. Let's first go up on the diff. Let's say 2 clicks on the diff,
Okay.
and we'll see how
I
much of an
feel,
effect this has.
yeah, I also feel like we may have gone a bit too safe on front right. That's why it's not gripping on the front.
On which
Front right.
front right height? Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah.
There's just no front grip.
Okay. Yeah. Let's drop the front right height 1 click. Um, it's gonna have 0.2% impact on your aero variation. So
Yeah.
But hopefully the higher diff will help stabilize that into corners. I always enjoy a good challenge around Monza.
Yeah.
Always something that the track throws at us. Which cars did you find easy around here?
BMW, really easy.
Yep. If I'm not mistaken, the Audi as well is pretty good with the EVO 2.
No,
Is it not?
not anymore really.
I remember the EVO 1 had some issues with the curbs, but
Yeah, the Audi is new one as
yep.
well. A bit better, but not as good.
Right.
PM, I think, still top car. Yeah.
Probably with a bit more straight line speed, it would be completely unbeatable around here.
Strange. Just can't get the feeling of.
I can see it's rotating a lot more neutrally now. As in, that over rotation mid corner is gone, or entry. Good.
It's fairly sketchy
Yeah. Yeah.
on the right side.
So the only things we
No,
changed
it's
were
understeering now. That makes sense. Like last corner is really bad at understeer.
yeah. If you get any understeer, it should logically be on entry right now. Yeah, even that not too much because we dropped the
Yeah,
move
last
right.
corner mid, entry mid.
Yeah. For whatever few corners Monza has, they're all really unique and different. So we put a pin on that as a potential compromise. Uh, Usually Lesmos and Ascari are the most tricky bits to get perfectly to get right for the cars. So let's just see if those are fine first. Last corner, the only important thing is it gives you a good exit on the main straight. So
No, I am doing that. As soon as the car touches that outside curb, it's unstable.
Was it? Were you taking that much curb before as well, or it's the
I
same
think
line?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's on throttle, right? When you get onto it.
Yeah, just, yeah.
Yeah. Very surprised to see the diff had such a huge impact on the
Yeah,
on the curb.
interesting.
Um, but it looks so good through Lesmos, man. Like it's about as stable as I've seen it till now. That lap
Yeah.
looked really nice. What do you feel?
Yeah, it's good. Before, I would like to try one more thing before we do like the
Mhm.
run. Um, just try one up on the wing.
On the wing.
Maybe
Okay.
with, yeah, with a little bit dried out on the rear and see what it does. I'm just gonna save this one so long,
Yep. All right.
just to test it and see if we can get it better or not.
I would go 3 clicks on the rear right height if you're adding wing.
Okay. Seems I touched that curb. I don't get it.
It's like the higher wing is just not giving enough rotation and slow spin.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try a different
Bye.
approach. Let's go back to the old wing, the old ride height. So that will be 3 clicks down and 1 click down on the wing.
Yeah.
Um, we'll drop the diff 1 click. Yeah, let's just start with the lower diff alone. Because we did 2 clicks of diff and it made it stable mid corner, but also started causing that problem. So maybe 1 click down is the limit for the diff.
Thinking we may actually be on the limit with the front arc as well. Maybe that's the problem.
Front right height, yeah.
No, the front arc roll bar.
So which?
The front roll bar.
Roll bar, okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe too low.
the thing is, it's not really oversteering mid corner anywhere apart from the curb at Ascari, right?
Yeah.
So all the front arm is going to do is destabilize the front before the rear. Okay, let's try the diff first, and then we'll add a click of arm if the diff works, just to see how much more stable we can make it.
No.
Once again unstable on entry.
Yeah, it's just leg fast, I think.
No, okay. Sector 1 looks pretty good.
I'm just starting the traction there. Doesn't make sense though. Deep. As soon as you go up on the TC, it just cuts away too much. Yep.
Okay, I'll need to just check the data quickly.
I'm gonna do one more on.
Yeah, okay.
This car, the tires just don't work on the first lap.
Yeah, even in Zolder, it took like 2 laps for it to get in the right
Yeah.
window. Okay, I think I know what's causing that problem. The the issue on the curb. Remember we made those rear damper changes.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit too high on the rear bump, um, which is making it imbalanced while rolling through that section.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
because it wasn't
jacking
as
up
bad before
the
that.
yeah, like it was pushing up the inside tire really quickly, and because the outside the rebound is not as good, it's potentially destabilizing the car or the aero through that.
Okay, so you want to go back down in the bump?
Yeah, just opening it. Just give me a sec. So go back one click down on the rear bump
Yeah.
and um, let's have a look. And how did this feel? You think you want to go back up on the diff? Because remember
No,
the
I think
higher
it's
diff.
done.
Oh, you're happy with
Uh,
this? Because
um,
the higher diff worked really well through the
yeah.
first few
Okay, yeah,
sections.
one click up. Yeah.
One click up, yeah. Then
Just one down in
because
the bump, right? Just the
yeah, just
bump.
one down on the bump. Yeah.
Okay. Feels better. I just hit that wrong.
Okay. That's fine anyway. It warms up the tires for another lap. That's a real eye opener. One click of diff and one click on the dampers makes a difference.
Yep.
That's the exact same lap time.
I'm surprised the car struggles so much on straight line speed. Normally the Merc's known for straight line speed.
Yeah, exactly. It's quite good in other tracks. Could just
But
be a
the
restriction.
wing makes no difference.
Yeah, exactly. Now, we already tested that in other track. Wing has a very
Yeah.
small impact. That's why we're running such high wing in most tracks. The run 8, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Yep, 2 tenths faster than the old setup. I think you're hitting 270. Um, Something interesting to note is that the Merc has been consistently faster in all the tracks we've done till now in top speed and in lap time.
Hmm.
So I don't know if not sure if it's in the patch notes, but I don't know if there's some engine tweak or something, but
Uh,
there's something different, and then it's still BOP'd here. That's what
yeah.
I'm thinking, just based on the results we've seen. But
Yeah.
either way, it's not terribly slow. It's just not as fast as some of the other faster cars. So you happy with that? The way it
Yep. Yeah.
feels?
Happy with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. So I'll save that data run. I could still see it's a little aggressive on Ascari, but I don't know if
No, it felt good at
you
its
want
car
it to
actually
keep
for
that
me.
way. Is it good?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can move to quali. Yeah. You want to do quali? Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I want to qualify first. Cool.
You
Wait, something happened to the
want to go
drive.
too late?
Yeah, I got it. Awesome. Um, quali. Let's see. Would say the wing had an impact on stability, right? So maybe you can just drop it for quali. That way we don't have to mess around with the ride height and change the balance of the car everywhere else. This might
Okay,
be,
so there's one down on the wing.
yeah, just one down on the wing to start with the lower fuel. It's just one of those cars where you shouldn't change the suspension once you've got it in a good state. Let's have a look at what the next car is going to be, the release calendar.
Feels quite unstable.
Okay. Yeah. Audi next. Be interesting.
Much curb.
Yeah, I would say go back to the previous wing and then just raise the rear ride height instead to get the rotation.
Yeah. You'd think Monza's a simple track.
So when?
Monza's definitely not a simple track.
Yeah, that's for
I don't
sure.
think it's easy.
I usually struggle with driving on Monza.
What's the target time?
I'm just checking that now. Uh, 147.6. So I'd say maybe a 0.4 looking at the delta.
Bit unstable. I think maybe 2 clicks was too much.
Yeah, just one click would be enough. Yep. The car really does like only one ride height combination. Looks like. At least with the current settings.
Not too bad once the tires come off.
Awesome. So I guess the final lap would be the one. Then
Yeah, second lap. Good. Just the first lap was sketchy. It's just that inside curve again.
you know what? Maybe we can soften the rear bump damping one more click, since it had a really strong impact in the race,
Okay.
just for that curb alone.
You want to go down on the dot or not? Leave.
Um, is this? I'm sorry, I got confused. Is this with the two clicks you already did on the race,
Yeah.
or did you
You're
go
gonna go
back down
down.
one? Oh, you want to go? Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's go down one if it's just easier to be more uh,
Yeah, I think let's try it
confident on
and see.
throttling. Yeah. Now in that case, can you also just drop the rear slow bump damping
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
on the rear? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, one.
Yeah, by one click. Yeah.
Yep. We just hit that curb too much or with a little bit of angle on the wheel. That's
Could
just my
also be
mistake.
the Yeah, it could also be the tire pressures. Sometimes if it's too
Yeah,
low,
when
it
it's
does
too
that.
low.
Yeah. It's like if the tire pressures are low, or if the tire temps are cold, it's slippery on curbs in ACC. That's why the outlap is always sketchy.
Feels good. Just to the left.
Any issues at Ascari because you ran wide for a second
No,
over there?
it's just a line thing. Yeah,
Okay.
just too much speed.
Looks a bit sketchy also on entry, but I don't know if it's just you
Doesn't
want
feel
that
like it.
impression. Doesn't feel like it? Okay.
No.
Right.
And if you want to make it safe on NG, just to increase the vig bars. I'm running it quite low for quality.
Quick fix, yeah, for quali. Did that bump damping again help with the curb?
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah. So for the safe setup for the race, I think we just go a bit more up on the diff and yeah, just soften the bump again. See what
What is
happens.
our straight line speed in quali and the old run?
let me check.
compared to now. I don't know if it got less speed or not.
Top speed was 271.
Okay. Yeah, you just dip the front tire in that curb and then get unstable. Nothing you can do about it though.
Let me see what we can do.
Just have to take less of it. Car's good though. Balance is right. I think we should move to
Yep.
the safe setup.
If you're happy with the balance, then
Yep.
I would change the fast damping. Probably give it another go just to see if it works.
Yeah. We just save.
On the front, if we go up on the both fast damping values, 2 clicks on the front. Let's see what that does. Um, I suspect it might almost be bottoming out there, and it just drags the rest of the car on. That destabilizes the rear. So this would obviously prevent it from bottoming out too quickly. Rather, because we can't run any higher ride height. So if at all it's bottoming out, we wanted to do it
I think
after
it's
the.
that curve has like a bit of a groove kind of thing in it, like a camber, and then the tire goes in it, and that's when it gets unsettled. So I don't think it's bottoming out. It's just the tire going through that camber.
Okay. I know neutral toe would also help with the whole thing, but then it's just going to cause performance everywhere else.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see if the fast damping solves it. There's a chance it
Mm,
can. It
Let's
will.
try. surprised.
Yeah, that was an interesting line through Ascari.
Yeah.
Um, can I
You know,
say?
there's about
Yep,
like half a tenth, another tenth maybe, but that's pushing it.
half a tenth. Yeah, lap time is good. I'm just thinking. With the current dampers, obviously it's very stable on the exit of Ascari because I think with any other setup, if you go that much on the green bit, the AstroTurf, and you're actually almost clipping the gravel as well. It's really bouncy there. The dampers seem to be working there. Uh, I can see the fronts definitely got better with that fast damping change. Do you want to try it with the rear as well?
I think the balance is good at the moment though. I wouldn't really change it.
Yeah, it would only be fast
Yeah.
damping if any. But yeah, if you're
Yeah.
happy with this, we can take it. I'm just
Yeah, I'm
wondering
happy with it.
how
I'll get
easy
over
is
it.
it if you were to overdrive it on that right hander on the inside curb? How stable does it feel right now?
I think it's stable.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's just about not going over it
Yeah.
too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If it's just the line that we need to take, then that's fine. I'm just
Yeah,
thinking.
it's just the line, yeah. It's about how much of the tire you put over it.
Right. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Lap time is good. I mean, it's a good lap too. We can definitely take that. Yeah. Looks solid everywhere in general.
Yeah, okay. Uh,
Yeah, I was
gonna
surprised by
take
that time you gained the last corner as well. That was crazy.
uh, um gonna take these dampers for the safe setup or
Um, yeah, actually, yeah, that would work. If you use these dampers for safe along with an extra click of diff.
yeah.
Yep.
I just need to remember these dampers. It is just two up on the fast dampers, yeah.
Wait, I'll check.
And then we went down one on the rear bump, if I remember correctly. Yeah, yeah, that's right.
We went down one on the rear bump, slow bump, and then two
Yeah,
up on the front fast
yeah.
damping. Yep.
Okay. Mm. And then you want to go one up on the diff, you said?
Um, yeah, one up on the diff, yes, because that I think that'll add the stability needed through Lesmol.
A little bit of understeer there. So that I'm got too tight.
Yep.
Any mistakes on this lap? It feels fine, it's very safe.
Okay.
I'm just trying to push it for lap time.
Still a little concerned for Ascari.
I think it's very safe actually. Last corner, there's no instability anyway. This car is all about how much of the car you put over the right side of the curve.
Right. Um,
Yeah.
we can definitely save this rod. Uh, I just want to test one thing. Is that if we run stiffer orbs now with the new dampers that we have, will it? I just want to see what it does on Ascari.
Okay. One up.
So I would say 2 up on both ends.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see that.
You'd think the carbs would make it more difficult to go over curves, right?
Yeah, I just want to confirm it because it has been the case in the past where if you stiffen the orbs, it doesn't go over the curbs that easily.
Yeah.
But because if this doesn't work, then we're just confirmed that it's really not really an ideal combination that'll just make it completely planted over the curb. Because if something like the BMW, I'm pretty sure it can cut that inside of the right-hander in Ascari a lot more than this.
Doesn't feel as good to that section.
Yep.
It's affected the entry, understand? It just slides and turn in.
Let's just box them.
Sorry?
Yeah, let's just box them.
Yeah,
Wanted to
I
try
prefer
one.
the other one.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that one's better.
So one final thing with the dampers. So we go back to the old arbs, 2 clicks down, front and rear, and all rear damper values. Can you increase them by 3 clicks?
All of the rear dampers.
Yeah.
What's the reason for this?
Because I want to check whether I just want to know if the reason why it's sliding is because the springs are just oscillating too quickly. Is I'm just curious to know why it is that this particular car seems to slide on that curb, because this would be useful for us when we're working with other cars as to just understand what's different in this, because I can't see anything visually. The data is not showing anything either. So the only peculiarity, I wouldn't say peculiarity, but the only thing that stands out in the setup is how soft the dampers relatively are. Um, so if this helps, then that would just make the setup even safer.
Okay.
But I still think that fast setup we keep that, because that was actually really good in general. It's just a little trickier in Ascari.
Oh. That's interesting. That didn't happen before. It just all shifted to the front.
Yep. Again, that shouldn't happen because the rears are stiffer. That means the rear rebound is also stiffer, so it shouldn't even pitch up as quickly, the rear end. So There we go. That looked a lot more stable.
Yeah. Indeed.
We're just going to keep an eye on the delta.
A little bit slow. Yeah, it's safe. I think it's good.
Yeah, definitely looks like.
It's much
Um,
easier this car, right?
yeah, yeah. That's.
I'm surprised.
I'm happy you tried that. That's. I'm relieved because like the difference is night and day. Like honestly, when you see the. I was looking at it in chase cam and I expected it to still kick out a bit. And I saw that you rolled over the curb a bit more than you usually do. And it was just nothing was happening in
Yeah,
the
it is
rear.
good. It's
That's
good.
perfect, man. Spot on. That's awesome. Yeah. I need to check the data just to make sure dampers are not too crazy, but I'm guessing we're already out of the working range for Motec, but it seems to work well in the sim, so that's good.
Yeah, it's good. I'm happy with it. And
Do you have the setup files? I'll just load them in and
Yeah, I sent them to you.
double check. Cool.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he is quite really good now. This guy.
But since you're faster with the fast setup, I think we should also keep that. I like the way it worked everywhere else so fast. This safe
Yeah,
setup, obviously, the compromise is that it's. I can see the entry is a bit more
a little bit of
harsh on the
understeer.
front end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me a couple of seconds.
Oh,
Meanwhile, is there any other specific things, anything specific you want to add to the notes regarding this? Uh,
no, it's just general. The rear wing didn't really make a difference. Just affected
no.
stability in braking. No real top speed gain. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what it had to. You have a lot more rear range, right? For traction
Yeah,
and
a
stability
lot
as
more
well.
range. Yeah, it's a little unconventional to the. I mean, not unconventional, but it's quite different to the other Merc setups we've
Yeah,
done. So I've added that. I guess it's just because of the low down force requirements of the track.
yeah, yeah. Nothing else really.
Yeah, dampers are a bit bent out of shape. So uh, especially for our customers who are getting this particular safe setup, have a look at those dampers. They are a little bit offset on the rear, but it provides a lot more stability as you saw on the setup. So sometimes these sort of extra tweaks are needed just to add more stability. Generally, when you get the dampers equal in setups, you tend to get the car extremely slippery really quick, but it's not necessarily going to be super stable. So sometimes you need to make that compromise on the damper curves in Motec. Don't be alarmed by that. Have a go at the setup yourself and just see how it feels
Yeah,
compared to the fast setup.
yeah. So if they're just struggling, specifically at struggling at a Scotty, just take the safe setup. It's much better there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's all. Nothing else to add.
Awesome. I'll add this same damper note to the notes as well. Dampers are good. Just need to do one final run through on the setup, and then we're good to go.
Sorry, what did you say?
I just need to double check the setup once, and then we're good to go.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, do you have any like driving tips for this particular track for our viewers?
Um, honestly, I don't know what to say. The chicanes. It's the first and second chicane. You can gain a lot of time there. Like get it right, you can easily gain 2 turns. So just braking into T1, you want to brake as late as possible. Keep the wheel straight as well, and then obviously trail to the apex. You got to try and get on the power really early for the second part of the first chicane. You rotate the car and then use all the curb on the right, and then yeah, to get the best run out of the sector one. Um, yeah, parabolica as well. I mean, not yeah, parabolica last corner. You want to brake too late as well. You can carry a lot of speed in, but then you can obviously lose the rear mid corner. Gonna try and keep it easy on entry and then power mid corner onto exit, and keep it tight on exit for the best run to the line. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In a Scotty, you wanna get the car over the right side, the middle, but you want to keep it stable. So on the right side, keep your wheels straight and then flat out. Obviously, that's all really.
Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, setup's good. Everything is good to go. So
Cool.
yeah, that was. quite a long session, quite
Yeah.
challenging as well. But I think really opened our eyes to some specific characteristics of this car, and hopefully we can carry over some of these findings into some of the future setups which we make, especially for front engine cars. Having a bit of traction issue, I'm guessing the Bentley might also be similar to this, not in a lot of ways, but in specific parts of the bumps and curves at least. Um, let's see how it goes. On that note, we hope you enjoyed. You viewers enjoyed watching this, found this insightful. There are more setup sessions like this to come. This is just the beginning of the journey we take in updating all these packages with these new uh, setup variants. A fast setup, which the driver is fast in, that the driver is really comfortable in, and a safer alternative, which you're free to also use. You can combine some of the stuff from both of them, use it any way you want to make it more comfortable. But these are really good baselines you can start off with, and basically just plug in and play. If you are interested in getting these setups, do check them out at coachsaveacademy.com. Also, follow the updates on Discord to find out more about when the next cars are released. On that note, thank you all so much for joining us today, and we'll catch up with you next time.
Bye.